Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome to B.G.S Homeschool. I am Samina Akhter, Assistant Teacher of English of National Ideal English Version School. Today I am going to take a B.G.S class for the students of class 9, and today's topic is assignment 4. Okay, this is your lecture number 7 and the topic is assignment 4. Okay, let's go to the topic and let me show you the assignment, dear students. Okay, this assignment is from chapter 14, the family structure of Bangladesh and socialization. So the assignment or assigned task is, how is the COVID-19 situation influencing our socialization? Mention the ways to make such influences positively effective. Okay, so you have to explain how the COVID-19 situation is making an influence on our socialization, and you have to mention some ways that will make such influences positive in our life. Okay, so these are the instructions. See, number 1, students will explain the concept of socialization. Number 2, students will mention the role of different institutions in socializations. And number 3, students will explain why current environment is acting as a barrier in socialization. Number 4, students will refer to the positive changes of social life in the current situation. You can also use newspaper or online portals for this. Number 5, students will analyze the information found in this matter, and you have to present their own observation or opinion. Okay, and lastly you have to give the conclusion. Okay, dear students, so look, first you have to give the concept of socialization. What is socialization, dear students? You have to give a clear concept about socialization. Socialization is the process through which a child gradually becomes a social being. It is a lifelong process from the very birth of the child till death. He or she experiences through various media and method of adaptation in the society. In every stage of a person's life, he or she has to get adapted with new environment and situation. Adaptation with the new rules and regulations, norms, culture, situation and current environment is named as the process of socialization. The socialization of a person takes place through the action and responses of the social environment, social life and social values. So these 3 components act very importantly in the socialization process. So see, social environment. What is social environment? Social environment is the environment where a child grows up and he learns how to interact with his family and how to interact with his relatives and neighbors. Okay, so next, social life. So social life means a set of conduct, behavior and lifestyle of a human being that he acquires from living in a society. Okay, next comes social values. Okay, so next, social values are common cultural ideals. Okay, the social values influence the personality of human being that can be evident from his thinking, behavior and conduct. So our social environment, social values and social life creates an important role in the process of socialization. So next, students, we have to discuss about the roles of different institutions in socialization. Okay, so first you have to see that what are the institutions that has an important role in the process of socialization. These are the different institutions. First comes family, then the relatives and the neighbors, then the school and schoolmates, then the local society, the local community, the religious institutions, and the mass media. So family is the first and most important institution that plays the most important role in socialization. In family, we learn our first values and norms and how to behave. We learn from the family, from our father and mother and our other members of the family. So family is very important. In the family, the relationship between father and mother is also very important in creating the characteristics of the children. So next, the relatives and the neighbors. Okay, so the relatives and the neighbors are just next to the family. A child acquires qualities like cooperation, fellow feeling, unity, leadership from neighbors and relatives. Different ceremonies like birthday, marriage, Eid, puja, etc. When children take part in these kinds of ceremonies, they acquire qualities like tolerance, adaptation, fellow feeling, etc. So students, let's see the schools and schoolmates, the role of school and schoolmates. So school is a very important institution. It is the formal institution that plays the most important role. Besides teaching knowledge, besides giving knowledge to students, school gives also social ideals. Okay, these ideals include discipline, punctuality, reverence, cooperation, mutual love, etc. Such qualities as leadership, respect for others' opinion, unity, patriotism, fellow feeling, tolerance, friendship, etc. are aroused in children's mind in school. And also the schoolmates and playmates. Play a significant role for the proper socialization of the child. Okay, so if there is conflict between classmates and playmates, children can learn how to solve the problem, and the criticism of the classmates also help the child to learn desired behavior. Okay, next comes the local society. Local society, that means a specified area where the children grow up. Okay, so there a different kind of feeling of unity grows in him. Then he learns some local social values also. Okay, next comes the local community. In local communities, all connected people, people are connected through social groups. Okay, so political parties, trade union, cultural club, literature club, etc. are also part of this kind of local community. The religious institutions. A child watches his or her parents and other relations to perform religious functions and rituals at mosque, temple, church, and pagoda. Various activities of these festivals teach us about unity, solidarity, amity, and besides spreading these feelings for religion in children's minds. Okay, finally the mass media also plays an important role in creating socialization. Mass media includes newspaper, radio, cinema, television, etc. So students, next we are going to discuss the reasons that cause the current environment to act as a barrier in socialization. So you all know that current environment means the COVID-19 situation, and because of the COVID-19 situation there are some challenges in the life of people. So see, here are some points that will give you some ideas about the barriers in socialization. So first, tension, anxiety, uncertainty, it is in the family. So you all know that some families have lost their jobs and business. So as a result, there are financial tensions and there are tension, anxiety between family members. So this situation is not good for the development of the mind of children. Then comes distance between playmates and friends. So you know that because of COVID-19 situation, people have to stay at home. They could not go out, and children also could not go out. That's why there was distance between playmates, and this hindered the process of socialization in the life of children. Go to the next here. Closure of educational institutions. We all know that educational institutions have been closed for a long time because of the COVID-19 situation, and that made a very bad situation for the students who could not socialize with their friends and teachers. Next, disruption of religious practices in religious institutions. We all know that religious practices are very important in the process of socialization. So when people could not go to the religious institutions because of COVID-19, because there were many steps taken for stopping the coronavirus, people had to maintain social distancing. People were stuck in homes. That's why the socialization process was hindered. Okay, so finally you have to give some positive changes of social life in the current situation. So I have written some points here. You will discuss them elaborately in your assignment. So first here, consciousness about social distance. People become more conscious about social distancing. Then maintaining cleanliness. Okay, you have to maintain cleanliness to be safe from coronavirus. Then health consciousness. Okay, then supporting each other in family. We all know that families went through many types of crises during this period. So the family members tend to support each other in this time of crisis. That's a positive thing. Religious practice in family. So as it is a time of crisis, people came close to God, and they started practicing more in religious sectors. So use of information and technology. So people started to use more and more technology to do their works. As they could not go outside, they had to depend on online based works. Okay, and in students' life also, they had to use online based education and online classes, etc. Then comes the mentality of helping each other. So in the period of COVID-19, people were very helpless. Some people were very helpless. So the people who were capable of helping others, they came forward and helped others. So this is a positive thing during the COVID-19 situation. Lastly, you have to present your own opinion about the whole situation, and you have to be creative about this whole situation, how COVID-19 has affected our lives, and how those little positive things are changing our life, and how we can use this situation positively. Give your own opinion about it. You have to give your own opinion. Finally, you can conclude with a conclusion. Okay, so dear student, I hope you have understood what you have to write in the assignment 4. Finally, you have to use your own creativity. These are some ideas. So thank you, dear students. See you in the next class.